Part 5. I was no longer just escaping the hell of a failing marriage. I was driving toward a radical moment of revelation, and I just had to survive the journey to get there. The sun was starting to set, casting long shadows of my RV across the cracked asphalt of another nameless rest stop. I pulled in, ready for another night of blessed, dreamless sleep. But this stop was different. Tucked away near the tree line was a man, curled on the ground in a posture of agony. His arm was twisted in an impossible angle. My first thought was the same as any other motorist visitor who scurried past. Not my problem. He'd look up at a passing stranger, his face a mask of pleading, only to be met with a frantic look and wide-eyed disdain. He'd shout,
"Oh, help me! I need to pop my arm back in."
And like the drivers they were, they would hit the gas harder, as if he were a particularly unsettling speed bump. But something in me, a part I hadn't used in a while, stirred. It was the part that knew what it felt like to be ignored. With a sigh that carried the full weight of my bad life choices, I grabbed my notebook and walked over. He looked up at me, a glimmer of desperate hope in his eyes.
You'll help?"
he asked, his voice strained.
"I just need you to pop my arm back in."
I knelt beside him, trying to ignore the grotesque angle of his arm. He gave me instructions that were both technical and unnervingly casual, as if he were teaching me how to change a tire.
"Just hold there. Push down firm. Now give it a quick push."
I braced myself, my stomach doing a little flip-flop, and with a sickening wet thud, his arm snapped back into place. He let out a shaky breath, a wide smile spreading across his face, and sat up as if he'd just awoken from a nap.
"Oh, thank you,"
he said, and the gratitude in his voice was so pure, it felt like physical warmth. We looked at each other and something sweet and genuine passed through us, and after a few seconds he spoke.
"You see, I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm not really here."
He gestured vaguely at his body, which seemed to me perfectly solid.
"My real body is in a tent about 50 miles back. This is just a projection."
I stared at him, the words "sure, buddy" hanging on my tongue.